So the government formation has not happened yet in Tamil Nadu. It was being slated that at least today Vijay wouldn't be sworn in. But before that could happen, there has been a big filmy twist that has happened in Tamil Nadu. Now my colleague Pratibha is joining us live. Good morning, Pratibha. It seems that it is raining there in Chennai. But is it raining votes and support in favor of at least TVK? Will Vijay finally be sworn in?
Well, Amita, you're right. It's raining here, and until yesterday, it seemed like it was raining support for Vijay, but clearly there was a twist in the tail because that's what happened. 3 days, 3 meetings, and it seemed like it was completely different. Last evening when Vijay went, even the supporters were jubilant because they believe that Vijay has the letters of support. Because on record, the CPI and the CPM did say that they're giving their support, and the VCK also extended their support to Vijay. But as he learnt in the previous 2 meetings as well, a verbal indication that they will be supporting is not enough. He needs to have that letter. And the VCK, while they said that they will be supporting Vijay, there seemed to be a last-minute twist because the governor's office now confirming that the letter from the VCK was not available. So Vijay, during his meeting with the governor, while he is said to have said that he has the support of 120 MLAs, he couldn't provide that letter. He had only 116 MLAs, which means he still fell short of the magic number. So that crown, that CM chair still remains elusive for Vijay. Let's get our viewers more breaking updates now coming in. The suspense now still continues. Smaller parties as of now have still not confirmed to Vijay, and that doubt still stays. Is he going to be the chief minister? Just as all seem to be set, just as Vijay had even asked the governor for today to be the day of the oath taking. Here is what has happened. In a big twist, we are looking at Vijay still not sure on when he can take oath as the chief minister, because the governor has in fact not told yet on what's going to happen. So that suspense still continues in Tamil Nadu. What is actually going to happen? That question still continues. Who are the parties who are going to extend support? Because we saw what happened with the IUML as well. Initially, they said that they will be extending support, but they did not. So today, will the VCK actually hand over the letter? And today, will it be Vijay reaching the finish line? Listen in to these political reactions. Very crucial. Will TTV Dinakar and co also play a crucial role? Take a look at these reactions.
We are being directly joined by Mr. TTV Dinakaran ji here. So how would you like to respond? You went to the governor office. Mr. Kamaraju ji was there, and you took him from there, and you went to the police station. You also lodged a complaint. How would you like to respond, sir?
Actually, in the TV around 7:30 or 8, I forget that the support letter was given by TVK.
Yes, sir.
Mr. Vijay, and that AMMK MLA,
yes, sir,
his support letter is in the annexure, like
yes,
it is there. I got shocked. I tried to call him. He was till evening. I spoke to him. Then I thought he may be on the way or kept the phone somewhere.
Yes, sir.
Then I felt that they have called him and asked about the letters and all. He is also rushing there.
Okay, sir.
So I also asked an appointment and went and gave the letter which I have already produced.
Yes, sir.
That was the real letter which I got it from him, signed in the evening, because he told that I will go back to native and I will come after 2-3 days.
Okay, sir.
I thought I may need it now, because I know that TVK may not get the majority, yes, so next we may get a chance. Yes, so on my own I wanted to make a letter, so I sent and got it signed.
Okay, sir.
But I went to the governor and I told him that my MLA, I am not able to contact him, and that letter, I didn't give any letter, I didn't give him any consent also.
Okay, sir.
So it's either forgery or it may be.
One comment from you. Did you give the letter? Was that a forgery one, Mr. Kamaraj?
Yes, the forgery one.
Okay.
It's a forgery one.
Okay. And did they try to approach you offering any money and anything?
No.
Okay.
No.
But that was just a forgery letter?
Yes.
Do you demand action, sir, on TVK?
Action?
You demand action on TVK for submitting forgery letter?
Yes, action. Filing a complaint.
Okay.
Well, this is a dramatic twist that nobody could have expected. TTV Dinakaran alleging that the TVK has forged a letter of support. This was after the TVK also said that they have support of one AMMK MLA. Dramatic twist, yes. So now the AMMK also comes into the picture. Let's take this across to my colleague Dharani joining us on the broadcast. And Dharani, this was a late night twist, even as all seemed set for Vijay to take oath as the Chief Minister. Clearly there was a dramatic twist. Where does the AMMK come in? Where does TTV Dinakaran come in? And how did this twist happen? Take us through what happened late last night.
Well, late last night, TTV Dinakaran first initially had a meeting with Governor Rajendra Arlikar around 8 p.m. in the night. And after meeting the governor, he came out and he held a press conference in which he told that the TVK had, allegedly forged a letter of support in the name of his party, Amma Makkal Munnetra Kalagam. That, a letter of support has been forged by TVK in the name of his party, AMMK, is what TTV Dinakaran had alleged in his press conference. And he told that his sole MLA from Tamil Nadu, Kamaraj, is missing and he's unreachable. So he explained this to the governor, and he also, complained about this to the governor. And subsequently, once again around 11:30 p.m. in the night, TTV Dinakaran met the governor for a second consecutive time. And at that time, Kamaraj, the MLA Kamaraj, was along with TTV Dinakaran, and both of them, they went and met the governor. And after coming out, TTV Dinakaran alleged that Kamaraj is still with AMMK. He has not switched to any other political party, but the TVK had forged a letter in his name, by the name of Amma Makkal Munnetra Kalagam, and they've submitted it to the governor to stake claim, is what he alleged. And he's also launched a police complaint at the Gindi police station here in Tamil Nadu. But meanwhile, we also got a small, conversation recorded with the particular MLA, that is Kamaraj. In that conversation, he also says that TVK's letter submitted to the governor in his name, that is a forged letter, and that he is not supporting TVK, and he is in fact going to seek action against TVK for coming up with that.
TVK make the same mistake that it made in the previous two questions. That's the question that Vijay will be facing. Did the TVK make the very same mistakes on all 3 days? Because he has had 3 meetings with the governor. All the 3 occasions he has not been able to convince the governor with letters of support that he can form the government in the state. So that question still comes in, but amid this big charge that has been made by TTV Dinakaran, we have more details coming in of a reaction from the TVK as well, because the TVK has denied these charges. The TVK has denied the poaching charges that have been leveled by the AMMK, because TTV Dinakaran even went on to claim that a letter had been forged by the TVK. The TVK has now denied it completely, going on to say that it is not true, that Kamaraj himself, the MLA himself, signed the letter, that he voluntarily signed this letter of support. But that question comes in, if a whip is issued by the AMMK, then can he actually vote in the assembly? Then he could be suspended. But in the floor of the house, what happens? And Dharani, that suspense continues. If it was a dramatic twist that TTV Dinakaran said that Vijay or TVK had forged this letter of support, the MLA then later came and clarified that he extended support on his own. But the question is, will that support actually work in the floor of the house? And what happens next? Because even now, Vijay does not have the numbers.
Well, it is not the MLA who is telling that he is, supporting Vijay Thamizhaka Kalagam. In fact, TVK itself has put out a video in which Kamaraj is seen signing the letter of support on behalf of Amma Makkal Munnetra Kalagam to TVK. TVK says that Kamaraj signed this letter of support voluntarily out of willingness, and that, in fact, at the time of signing, he told that he is doing it with the consent of TTV Dinakaran. But right now, Kamaraj seems to have taken a U-turn, because at the moment, Kamaraj is telling that he did not sign the letter, and that the letter submitted by TVK is a forged letter, is what Kamaraj is also telling at the moment. So there are claims and counter claims, and it is up to the governor to decide which is true and which is not true, and we have to wait and see if the governor is going to initiate any sort of an inquiry into this allegation by TTV Dinakaran that the TVK forged letter in the name of his party, Amma Makkal Munnetra Kalagam, while the TVK on the other hand is completely denying these allegations.
Okay, all right. So what's going to happen that becomes very interesting. And of course, for Vijay as well, getting support from the allies has not been easy. As we've been saying, this is one of the biggest political tests for Vijay. The question is if he made the same mistake or not, because he didn't have that letter of support from the VCK. And the VCK has also put down a few tough conditions for agreeing to this demand for extending support to the TVK. Unlike the CPI and CPM that gave an unconditional support to Vijay's TVK, it was not the same with the VCK that laid down some very tough conditions. Let's take it back to Amita, joining us from the studios to break it down for us why these negotiations have been extremely tough for Vijay and why VCK has become such an important player, Amita.
Absolutely, because it is, sometime during the day that we'll get to know, if the suspense will end over VCK's support, if it is extending or not. But in the meantime, as Pratibha mentioned, that there are certain terms and conditions what the VCK seems to be now asking from the TVK if they want their kind of support. And this is something through sources what we are picking up. So they are seeking for a deputy chief minister's position. Then the VCK is also demanding that there needs to be at least one cabinet berth that needs to be given to the party. And not just that, we know that 2 seats that Vijay contested from, he won from both, and the other seat that he would be vacating, that one needs to go to the VCK as well. Then there is another demand that is coming in for the MP seat for the VCK president, and also a legislative act for the SC welfare. They want that to be implemented on part of the Vijay side as far as his government formation is concerned. So we have heard, Pratibha, coalition compulsions, that seems to be the very challenge that Vijay would be facing if he is sworn in.
All right, and in this scenario, IUML also becomes very important because IUML initially extended support. Now, let's talk about what the IUML has done. Initially, as these talks were going on, IUML in fact said that they're ideologically aligned to the DMK and they will and continue to be aligned with the DMK. That's what they had said initially. After the meeting with the DMK, when there were indications that DMK was fine to give their green signal for the smaller parties to go ahead and support TVK, it seemed like IUML had a change of mind and they did extend support. But then yet again the story changed. In about 1 hour, they still again issued a clarification that they will not be extending support to Vijay.
There is no question about that. We are continuing with the DMK alliance.
Will it change in the morning? No.
No.
So where does this leave Vijay? That question still remains. Now, these are smaller parties and they have very few seats, but they have now become the kingmakers. And Vijay has had to make these tough negotiations. For a political novice, has it been easy or not? Well, Amita, 1 or 2 seats for each of these parties, but they have become the biggest players in the elections after the results.
Absolutely, because each and every seat counts. I mean, even if parties who do not have like 1 or more, 2 of the MLAs, they are also becoming like VVIP contenders as far as in the Vijay, government or the cabinet is also concerned, because this is where they have set their eyes on prime positions. But even if Vijay does manage to form the government by the end of this week, or is it being slated so, the TVK chief would have his fair share of challenges. Let's take you through that, because this is where the real test begins. Fragile coalition, as I said, coalition dharma, the coalition compulsions that may push for multiple compromises. A party which is not even 2 years old, there's going to be demands for cabinet berths that is already being made. Of course, there is a lack of experience as well. How will Vijay handle all of the allies and keeping the flock together, the MLAs, because there are already fears of political instability, horse trading and poaching. And of course, when it comes to the Makkal mandate that came in the favor of Vijay, however, fell short of a majority mark, but he has big promises to fulfill. So that seems to be a very little grace period that is coming in for Vijay's side. But with the support of just the Congress and the left now, while the Congress will be a part of the government, the left is also set to provide outside support to the party, but this could also further create more problems for the TVK. And why here it matters the most? Because as far as Vijay factor here is concerned, it is only a wafer thin majority. Even if he crosses the 117 mark, And that again is he's just there on the line. And India bloc, because it's going to be a test for them as well. DMK now feeling a bit sidelined as far as its old allies are concerned. They seem to be betraying Stalin. Then we have the left and the VCK factor. VCK yet to formally announce as far as its side is concerned, its decision is concerned. And the DMK may be able to use it to its benefit as far as, developing more influence on the TVK. So is it actually Stalin which is holding back VCK? That also seems to be another factor with emergency powers that has been given to MK Stalin. The DMK believes that the state is now being pushed towards, political instability. Then also to keep the BJP out of the power play in Tamil Nadu, it seems that the political parties seems to be working overtime. But there was another interesting twist. Something that was never thought of, heard before, is that a possibility of the DMK and the AIADMK coming together, because that was also something that was not ruled out. In the meantime, VCK chief press briefing, that's going to happen at 10 in the morning. All right. So this is another big development because VCK chief has kept everyone guessing, and it will now be clear if VCK would be lending support to the TVK or not. If that happens, then that means that Vijay has the majority, and then he can go to the governor with the support signatures and talk about when it comes to taking the oath. And Dharani, that would mean that the suspense would end. So all depends on what VCK chief has to say.
Well, definitely, the cards are right now in the hands of VCK Chief Thirumavalavan, and we are given to understand that around 10 a.m. in the morning today, VCK Chief will be addressing the media at his party office in Ashok Nagar, and during this media interaction, he will be announcing his decision as to whether he is going to extend support to Vijay's Tamilaka Vetri Kalagam or not. Remember earlier yesterday, the left parties, CPI and the CPIM, both of them extended unconditional support to TVK, but they are telling that they don't want any berths in the cabinet. They want to extend support to Vijay from outside, and they want to continue their ongoing relationship with the DMK as ideological partners.
Yes.
This is what the left had said yesterday. And today, all eyes now will be on Thirumavalavan,
So
because right now
on
Vijay
TVK side, CPI, CPIM. On TVK side is VCK also on TVK side, remains to be seen. So around 10 a.m. we'll be standing by for the developments there. Dharani, for the moment, thank you very much for joining in, and to you, Pratibha, as well.